Winter Nationals, and do you know what you're playing? Yeah, so I have what's it called? I mean, I mean, I feel like you guys ultimately, if I would have put a poll, you guys would have guessed. I'm playing Eldritch because, I don't know, chat, maybe Eldritch is my soul deck. I was going to tweet this out, but then I thought like, so I guess the adjustment that I made, and my goes and matches are in that box. I just have to pull them out. I'm playing this. So did any of you guys see the build that won South America, where he didn't play any what I call hard traps, chat, like the spot removal cards like Strike or IDP or Punishment, but he played this card. And I haven't played TC Boo in a while, but I was like already, chat, leaning towards taking IDP out of the deck. And then I thought about this card and I was like, hold up. Is this card good against every deck that IDP is good against, chat? And that's why I was like thinking about, maybe I do want to play TC Boo. Because like IDP right now, chat, it's insane against Sword Soul, just like this card. It's not actually insane against Flunder, but this card like auto beats that deck. Because I was basically trying to condone, like, can I condone playing TC Boo? Because I feel like it's the worst Floodgate. But then I thought about it, I was like, all right, so you auto win Flunder, you auto win Sword Soul, and I was like, that's only 2 matchups. But I was like, maybe you can even auto win Dragon. Dragon does play like they play Brave card, chat, but like, you're not gonna beat me with just Brave. Like, it just stops all the drag. I was like, I think that's enough for me to condone running 3 copies of this. But I'm still running like a little bit of hard trap, chat. I'm running Strike, Punishment, and Judgment in the main deck. The way that I found Room is Room. I cut Called by the Grave, and then I cut the Ice Dragon's Prisons, and that opened up 3 spots so that I could fit this in. So yeah, Accept Adventure. TC Boo kind of nice. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like I wasn't super comfortable with TC Boo recently, chat, but I'm going to play it. Like my build is going to be similar to the Italian or the South American Nationals. Now he ran branded Eldritch, but he just ran nothing but Floodgates, and then he ran Ash and Imperm as kind of his, I guess, disruptive traps. But that's what I'm playing for the Nationals. And I came also to the conclusion, chat, and I think I've said this before. Do you guys think that Eldritch, like, all right, answer this, chat. One line. How long is Eldritch going to be a good deck? Like, from the start of 2020. Like, what is Eldritch's run? Because I think Eldritch's run is going to be like 5 years, chat. Like, as a good, viable deck. I think it's going to be, I think I said before, I think it's going to be like in votes. Because if you look at, hold up. I'll take my ugly mug off. Let me show you guys something. Forever. I mean, I really don't like the disrespect that Eldritch gets as a deck, where people are like, Eldritch is bad. Like, is it really? Like, I feel like you can't back your takes with evidence, chat. Like, hold on, let me just show you guys. Did any of you guys see the most recent Road of the King, chat? So this is the new format Road of the King. Eldritch is only as good as the Floodgates, but the Floodgates are good. Like, Dolan, do you see, what Floodgate do you see getting hit? Like, there was a time where you could be like, okay, IO is going to get banned. They had Vanities in the OCG, that got banned. But like, just the other Floodgates, Skill Drain's not getting hit. Like, I think we can all agree, like, Skill Drain's not randomly going to go back to 1. Rivalry is not getting hit. TC Boo's not getting hit. Gozen's not getting hit. So, like, what are we talking about? And then the thing is, like, you have decks like Splites, chat. I was not super high on TC Boo. Do you guys know what TC Boo does to the Splite deck? You literally just auto beat that deck. You flip over TC Boo, they cannot play the game. Like, seriously. In the OCG, like, TC Boo go nuts against Splites. But anyways, this is what I wanted to show you guys. The new Dragon archetype is going to DD... I mean, you play 3 copies of Lord, so you better open with 3 of them. I don't know why I'm just zooming. Again, I'm not saying that Eldritch is ever going to be the best deck, chat, but don't you guys think that it's like commendable, or don't you think that it says something that Eldritch is always somewhere on this chart? Like, even when Splite had its like tier 0-ish, Eldritch would still be somewhere on there. Like, that just kind of shows you that, like, this engine is just like insane. It's not like Sky Striker or Altergeist where, like, even in the OCG, those like, all right, this week they're there, they won't come back for, like, dude, Eldritch is always like 4 or 5. It's always on here. And I think Eldritch is going to be like that for a long time, chat. Because I think the way the archetype is just like built, and the fact that it's like the first archetype, maybe ever, where all the trap cards are like adjusted to power creep, like every single trap card, except a couple of them, like they all float into other trap cards. So if you Ash a Sanguine, you just technically went -1. I think Eldritch is going to be a good deck forever. So that made me feel like more, what's it called? OCG fake format. I mean, I think it'll be like that TCG. Again, look at TCG and look at the fact like everyone will be like, oh, Eldritch sucks, but then it wins South American Nationals. And it's like, well, if it sucks so much, how did it just win? It won because Homeboy played like 15 floodgates. And eventually, like, you're gonna have some games where you open Skill Drain or you open Goes and your opponent goes Brave and I just auto win the game. So, anyways, I just wanted to get my little Eldritch rant off my chest because I've been thinking about that. But yeah, that's why I'm playing Eldritch Twitch chat. And I'm just gonna keep playing Eldritch. Again, I thought about like, oh, should I try playing Frogs? Because I showed you guys that I have a totally awesome, which I think you guys think I should hold. My Toad is somewhere here, chat. You guys think I should hold Toad or what? Because like I feel like Toad kind of dipped, but I think it's only gonna go up, right? Like Toad can't go down because of Splight. Like it has to. Even the rare. I have one rare copy of Toad, and I'm like, bro, this has to go to like $25, maybe even like $28, $30, just because Splight's going to be a good deck. Hold, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's suppressed right now, chat, because it's pre-nationals. And then I'm like, I think I should just hold this for like a month, and it's probably going to be like a $30 card. I think the first editions from Evasion Vengeance might be like $50, chat. Like, no lie. You know? Tierament Ishizu is nasty. It is nasty, but we don't get those cards until like December. I'm surprised. Oh, hey, Bear. How are you? I'm surprised you don't want to play Fluwonder. I feel like that deck is a lot more oppressive, says Bear. I know, Bear. Fluwonder probably, I've said this before in my chat at least 4 or 5, probably half a dozen times. Fluwonder is a deck that probably fits my style as a duelist because it feels like a stun deck. It feels like a trap deck, but it doesn't actually play trap cards. But to me, it's still a trap deck just because of the way like its identity and the way it plays. I wouldn't say it feels more oppressive, Bear. I think their engine is stronger than Eldritch's engine because Fluwonder can full combo with one card, and once Fluwonder gets like rolling, it's very difficult to stop. But it also like, bruh, Skill Drain is like a better floodgate than anything they have. It's definitely better than Imp. I'd say, actually, I would say Skill Drain and Wind Barrier Statue are like even, but this deck just gets to play better floodgates. Like in Eldritch, you can play Skill Drain, TC Boo, Rivalry, Gozen, and the fact that you're also very similar to Flunder. You're unaffected by Mine because Flunder can just they can just tribute the Mine off the field. Eldritch has Conquistador, so like you don't care about Mine. Just like Eldritch, you don't care about Scythe. You know what I mean? Like this deck doesn't need the extra deck. Like the decks are, Flunder and Eldritch are very comparable. You know, they're decks that just organically, we don't care about Mine, we're not going to lose to that. We don't care about getting Scythe, we're not going to lose to that. We can go second and break a board with like 1 or 2 cards because I can have like Goes in Strike and break your entire board. Fluwonder, a lot of them main Dark Ruler. They can just Dark Ruler a board and then just play, not care about the fact that they got Scythed. They have a skill. It's not as good. If you're talking about Impin ain't as good as Skill Drain. He just isn't. Because against like Sword Soul, they might not be able to kill you that turn, but they'll just summon all their like synchros in defense. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom and come back. Eldritch is forever anti-meta, or close to forever. I agree. I think that it's just because Eldritch it probably is as good as the Floodgates. But Chad, unless Konami goes in like a weird direction where they start listening to Yugi tubers like Farfa, I just don't see cards like TC Boo and Gozen Match Chat and Rivalry getting hit. And as long as Eldritch can run those cards and Skill Drain at 3, you're just going to have games where it's like, oh, I played against Salamangreat, I opened TC Boo, flipped it and won. You know? That'd be the break. I went second against Eldritch, he opens TC Boo, I normal summon Buffalo, he flips it over, I instantly lose the game. You know? Like, Eldritch is a deck that can just do that. You know, oh, I went Scythe against him and he set 5 and then he just flipped over a bunch of trap cards and killed me. You know?